What is up with this thing? Always something, guys. How's it going, guys? Good morning. It's I, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you the chaos in the morning. And a little bit of coffee, too. I got some coffee. Well, my cameras are out, though. What the hell? How's it going, guys? How's it going? Of course, we don't need that one. We don't need that one. Oh, look at this, guys. Tola in the chat. What is going on? Connor, how's it going, guys? Good morning, good morning. It's a good morning. It's a beautiful morning. As the market spurs into early chaos. As, the foreign markets wanted to buy this up like crazy during our lengthy holiday of Easter. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looking pretty good, guys. We're going to dive into that here in a minute. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat. See how you guys are all feeling. You guys are ready for this week? It's going to be a crazy week. Tolog, yes, salute my guy. Connor, of course, shilling the charts right now, is up and to the right. Good morning, salute. Good morning, everyone. Cody Gabakula, how's it going, Cody? Milk Money, good morning, everyone. Coffee in hand, what is going on? Well, let me get the dancing mascots out of the way, and we'll dive into it. Let's get into it, guys. Oh, what happened? Oh, I've been so giddy this morning, guys. You have no clue. The big thing that happened overnight, right? Overnight, early trading spurred the dollar into the abyss, down into the shadow realm, where it deserves to belong, honestly, because we keep printing this damn thing to death. Yeah, the dollar actually hit a new all-time low on, not all-time low, but new low over the last 3 years, down to 97 some change. Let me go back to the day here. Yeah, 97.9394. We'll say that. So the dollar has been collapsing overnight. And of course, the early trading hours for Japan. Right now, of course, Japan's already closed an hour. I think they're like I think it's like 10 p.m. right now in Japan. Yeah, so the foreign markets definitely wanted to sell off the dollar. The dollar's donezo, and buy more Bitcoin. Bitcoin's sitting at roughly 97K. All of our assets right now, you can see in our space. Well, what did I just do with it? Did I just close the... I just had the bubbles up. There we go. The bubbles. My sound's not working today either. That's weird. Anyway, the bubbles are up today as well. Everything up about 5% in the morning. It's insane. Look at this. Crazy, of course, for crypto and risk on assets are now pumping on the backs of the dollar. Dollar still sitting at about 98.14. Still really low. I mean, we didn't see 98 last week. We saw a low of 99.25 last week. Now we have new lows testing for the dollar. Let's freaking go. Get rid of this thing. Oh my god. Of course, the nickel is worth about 12 cents, right? What did I say last time? Maybe worth even more right now. Because it's in its intrinsic value, right? Based on its raw materials that make up the freaking nickel. Anyway, I have to, of course, remind you guys of what happens to all the fiat currencies in the world that we see debased all the time. All right, we also have Crypto Fear and Greed Index moving up again. Before the live stream, it was sitting at 39 in fear. Right now, it's still 39. Fear and Greed for stonks are not looking great. It's still looking down in extreme fear at 2:21 still this morning. Of course, we're going to pop over to the Talking Heads for a little bit. Let's see what's going on with... Jesus God. JGT, good morning to you too, my guy. Of course, I'm, a sexy otaku to him, I guess. You do you, boo-boo. Not for me. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Bitcoin dominance also sitting at 64% dominant. Of course, Michael Seller, thing to tell you, thing to two about
this
that.
Entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
It's actually 99.9% dominant. Duh. Right? Oh, God, guys. Good morning. Okay, let's take a look and see what's going on with Bloomberg, shall we? See what's any articles coming up. Does not look like Trump is making peace with China anytime soon. Dow futures tumble 300 points to start week as investors await any progress on the Trump trade deals. Of course, with the big one, China. I think the trade deal with Japan also fell through over the weekend too, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was a headline too. We also had, I think South Korea. They did come in and say they were going to play ball. I heard some news on that. Let's see. China vows retaliation against countries that follow U.S. Ooh, you better choose the winner right now, guys. Is it China? Is it America? Of course, the top two are fighting right now in a big way. Monday, big analyst calls NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla, Netflix, Roblox, Disney, Amazon, Microsoft, and more. Oh, boy. It's going to be a crazy day. Let's go see what's going on with Talking Heads. Shall we? The Talking Heads.
Roadmap scenario, blueprint? I certainly would. It makes a lot of sense. It's very reasonable. And if you think about it, if the companies from a stock perspective are getting rewarded for that post-earnings, I don't see why other management teams wouldn't consider it as well.
All right, we'll find out soon enough. Amy Wu Silverman, you are sticking with us through the opening bells. And here's the setup as we're heading in. The S&P 500 down pre-market. We're hanging out about 1.1% lower. We've been there for a while now. And it's this Sell America theme that you're seeing across asset classes right now, from the 10-year Treasury to the Bloomberg Dollar Index, all lower on the day. That means yields higher, and people really seeking safety in gold, in hard assets. Gold at a record high of about 2.7%. We'll bring you all the action on this Monday at the opening bell next. This is Open Interest.
Hard assets, guys. It's coming. It's coming. That's HODL time, man. HODL time. All right. Let's see what else is popping up with articles. We got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes till our market opens. I did want to let you guys know I am going to probably start the lives a little bit earlier, just a touch earlier, so we can catch the chaos in the live market. But today I had to definitely do it because I have an appraisal coming right around the time that we normally, go live. So I'm going to have to call it a little short today. Not too much shorter, but around 10 o'clock probably would be a good time. We'll see. We'll see where we get going through the day. Let's take a look and see if there's anything else going on with Bitcoin. The heat map right now, of course, brought to you for free by Kimba the White Snow Line. On YouTube's not affiliated, but I do love the anime reference on my show. And of course, don't pay for something you get for free. That's right. That's right, Oscar. I can't hear you, but I know your beautiful voice is telling our listeners not to. Just don't be stupid. Don't pay for something you get for free. Of course, Bitcoin is heading on back up, even in the market open. This is kind of crazy. Usually, of course, when we see the market already pumping from the foreign markets, America likes to sell that off in the market open. So if this continues up, guys, I mean, all bets are off. That this is going to be a weird week. And of course, speaking of which, market predictions from last week, right? This is last Friday. We're like, where's the Bitcoin gonna go? Nobody knows, but we, of course, gave our educated guess with the power of chaos magic, and I think we did okay. Although we are higher than in a big way. Let's get the rituals sticks out of the way real quick. Where are they? There they go. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened over the weekend. Of course, we were predicting more of a baseline or bullish target, maybe. I was thinking more baseline, but somewhere in between. That's why I scribbled this orange here. So yeah, we kind of took flight right away out the gate. Saturday, pumping as high onto our super bullish trend line, right? This is crazy. We predicted pretty much a super bullish into back again the bearish. This is all over the damn place. We hit almost every single thing. It's ridiculous. It hit our bear, of course, ignoring the super bears because they're all waiting there down there alone at the fire sale level. Yeah, not happening, I don't think, ever again this cycle. But we actually came back down, reconsolidated at this bearish trend line, and then moved upward into our base target right on top of my orange, right through the freaking bullish prediction, and then skyrocketing past our Super Bowl into the market open, which could still come back down and retest 86K. That's kind of what I was thinking this morning, but after looking at the bullish price action into the market open with a weak dollar, this is probably going to play out like that this morning and just go parabolic. We could be looking at a $92,000 Bitcoin by the end of the day. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens intraday, but yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. We've got a minute. It's opening up right now. The markets are opening. Let's get back into that and see what the talking heads have to say about that on Bloomberg. If I can click the right one. Ding, 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 ding.
About 1.5% last week on the S&P 500. And then there's a lot of nervousness in this market. You think about the uncertainty over trade, what's going to happen with tariffs. You think about the uncertainty over Jerome Powell's future as the head of the Federal Reserve. And you think about the uncertainty over the corporate earnings picture. Of course, with analysts revising downwards their earnings expectations, there's a lot of volatility in this market. But the bells are ringing nonetheless. You can see the clapping over at the New York Stock Exchange, over at the NASDAQ. There's not too much to cheer if we take a look at the early trading, though.
Exactly what I'm saying. They're cheering for the death of the dollar.
Hopefully let's freaking go. It's down about 1% right now in the cash trading. And then you take a look at what is actually dragging these indexes down. It's Tesla, front and center. Under pressure, of course, after analyst Dan Ives warned investors that it faces a, quote, code red moment if Elon Musk doesn't pivot his attention away from Doge, down about almost 5% right now, Shanali, down almost 40% or so since the inauguration.
And Katie, I'm also taking a look at Capital One higher after receiving approval from U.S. regulators to buy Discover in a deal to create the nation's biggest credit card issuer by loan volume. And we are back now with RBC Capital Markets Head of Derivative Strategy, Amy Wu Silverman. It's interesting, a little bit of green under what is really a bigger sea of red today. A lot of uncertainty. As
a little bit of green, huh, for the stock market?
Oh, I'm sorry. But what about the White House?
I'm sorry. Look at all the green we got in our market right now. I wonder where all the money went. Oh, God.
The uncertainty around Trump's relationship to Powell and whether he actually is able to fire the Fed chair. What does that mean for broader risk assets?
Look, I'm going to tell my first bad vol joke of the day, but everyone's heard of theta, but there's another Greek we should think about, which is twita, which is just the idea that at any point in time you get this idiosyncratic risk from the White House. It brings correlations up no matter where we are in earnings season, ex-earnings season, and the issue is, all this to me funnels to...
All right, who cares? That's an opinion piece anyway. Let's check out back in the chat real quick before we see what's going on with the market open. All right, good morning, Otaku Show. Salute. Yes, how's it going, Tola? Yes, everybody, coffee in hand. Yes. What up, Otaku? Moto J, how's it going, Moto? How's it going? Dude, are you familiar with Bluezell? Low MC gem. Yes, low market cap gem with solid use case and Ripple connections. I think it's going to be a banger. We could definitely take a look at that before we go today. Bluezell. I'll pull that up real quick. We'll take a look at that. But let's see what else we're talking about.
Absolutely are, and we kind of track it through multiple. You can look at the volatility of the VIX. You can look at SDEX or TDX, which measures the 1 in 3 standard deviation drawdowns that cost in the market. They've all climbed to year-to-date highs. What we really want to know is how does this look on a historical basis when you bake in COVID, when you bake in the global financial crisis, they still look reasonable. If you start to see those tick up, that's a big question mark because we already know that a lot of these kind of safe havens, Mag 7 for instance, or the US dollar are no longer these safe havens. And so when you really start see these tick up as well, that's very alarming.
And you think about these hedging products, particularly at a time when you think about how much the equity market has drawn down. It has been significant, but we haven't hit those alarming levels. A lot of people talking about that very scary level of the 200-week moving average, which you haven't really seen unless we've hit a crisis. Now, when you look at the market today, are you concerned that investors are...
Well, let's go take a look at the market today ourselves because they're not talking about numbers. Come on, talking about numbers. Bitcoin bouncing off of this line. Wow, look at that. Last 15 minutes. Oof. We're really range bound in that pennant right now, that bull pennant right now. Of course, this taking us towards the market end, to market close right around 3 o'clock. This is crazy. It always lines up around that. So we could bop around that all day, although I don't think this is going to hold. I think something's going to break right around 11:30, 12 o'clock. That's kind of my my target for today. Yeah, so somewhere in there, something's going to break before or after. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the spider, the SPX, XP, whatever. Traditional markets. Yeah, that's not looking great. Not looking great. It's probably going to fall off before those 2 points meet. Yeah, maybe. Unless Trump comes out before the end of today. Trump has literally a few hours to come back and reverse the markets by coming and saying anything bullish. Oh, did we already fall? I think we already fell. Oh, yeah, it already fell. Never mind, guys. It already broke underneath that. That's awesome. I just couldn't see about how freaking bastardized this chart is. What a mess. What a mess. Yeah, so I'm not I'm not expecting this to bounce back anytime soon. Unless, Trump comes back and revitalizes the market with some sort of bullish thing. Same thing with the NASDAQ as well. Yep, same thing. It's rolling on over Beethoven. Rolling on over. Okay. So, yeah, traditional markets are not looking very hot right now, especially Bitcoin pumping out again. Look at this. 87.3. We're still looking pretty good. We've got some legs, again, into the intraday hours. We could see something, with news, appropriated news, change that. What else
You
are
are
we talking
not
about?
seeing a lot of love in even sectors that have traditionally been havens. And I'm wondering whether you see some of those traditional safe havens no longer working as safe havens at some point this year.
none of them working. All right, so while they're still talking about yada yada whatever, I do want to talk about what Moto J brought up, and that is, yes, good morning, Crypto JPEG. Everyone say good morning to Crypto JPEG. He's one of my favorite JPEGs. Hopefully you're not investing in too many in NFT these days, but yeah, Crypto JPEG. You're awesome. I salute you. So Blue Zell. So yeah, Moto J was talking about this Blue Zell project. Let's do a little tiny bit of a deep dive real quick into what this project is. He said it has some ties to Ripple. Let's see what's going on. So we've got a 3-cent Blue Zell BLZ. Looks like the coin is it is this all time? No, it's not all time. It looks like the coin was launched last cycle. No, this was actually 2 cycles ago. So this is 2 bull runs ago. It's had a pretty downward trend through the last few bull cycles. I'm sure the tokenomics have evened out since then. Again, the coin's been out for a while. Let's see what's going on with the tokenomics. So right now, this max supply is infinity. I do not like seeing that on anything. Circulating supply is 463 million out of a total supply of 500 million currently. So there is no max supply, but it is very, very close to a circulating supply. Could be a good runner for this bull run. So I'm not totally against the project just from this, this one factor, because there's plenty of coins out there with infinite supply. Do your own research, like I always say. Yeah, let's see what's going on with the actual project, what it's about. Blue Zell is a decentralized storage network for the creator economy. Blue Zell delivers high security, unmatched availability, and is censorship resistant. Whether you are an artist, musician, a scientist, publisher, or developer, Blue Zell protects the intellectual property of all creators. And Blue Zell's data storage, file storage, oracles, and more is specific for NFTs and DeFi. Okay. So, in a world that's going to be completely tokenized with NFTs, right? And with NFTs and DeFi, finances, decentralized finance, it's a decent play. We don't talk too much about this particular play, security. I think it's definitely not this bull run, but it's definitely going to have its bull run. And I think that's going to be next cycle. But it wouldn't be a bad place to park some cash if you guys. I kind of like the project. I don't think it's a rug pull or anything. It does say it has partnerships with Cosmos, Polkadot, Polygon, Anchor, Equinox, but it doesn't specifically reference Ripple here. Tendermint too is another one we've mentioned a few times on the stream too. That's a new stable coin, I believe, / leverage play. I think they do lending as well. But yeah, Polygon, really seriously, Polygon, formerly Matic. It's still Polygon. It's always been Polygon, but the ticker supposedly is just Poly now instead of Matic. I don't know. It's been a while since we talked about Polygon and where they're at. Of course, other than being referenced in Poly Market, we haven't really talked about them at all. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with that Blue Zell. Thank you, of course, for shilling a project. I always like talking about new things we have not seen on the show. All right, no NFT here says Crypto JPEG. It's a whiskey glass emoji. Is it really? It shows a picture on my screen, just like a portrait. That's like when I put you in the credits on my at the end of the stream, and I put literally the same emoji that's there on it. Anyway, yes. Oh, you're talking about what's on your avatar, I think, right? I'll show you what I see on my end. Yeah, I think I do see that avatar. But yeah, crypto, and then you got a picture frame right there. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, definitely see the whiskey in your avatar for sure. But of course, I gotta blow that up just so I can see it. Anyway, yeah, thanks again, Moto J. Thanks for giving the lookie too. Of course. Let's see what else the talking heads are talking about and see if we can dive into some news before I gotta head out. We got some time. They're on recess. Yeah, they're on recess. All right, so I'll let that go in the background. We'll see if we can pull up some news in our space, see if anything's breaking. Oh, they just came back.
Your state from the last century, Syracuse, Rochester. Based on what we're hearing from this administration, they will again have a seat at the manufacturing table. Do you believe that?
I hope so, but we have advanced manufacturing, we have pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, we'll go take a look and see what's going on. Bitcoin above 64% again. Come on!
This entire idea of 60% dominance is
oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. We still want to pump. This is weird. This is really weird, guys. It's been a while since I've seen this occur where we just do not roll over. A good opportunity, of course, to sell if the market pumps in our favor the night before. So yeah, this is great. This is great to see the dollar coming down with Bitcoin moving on up. All crypto assets are going to be happy today. All right, let's see what's going on with. Oh wait, I think I just saw something breaking on a CNBC. Dow drops 400 points to start the week as investors look for progress on the Trump trade deals. Yeah. That's not very breaking to me. It just seems obvious. All right, let's take a look at not the real news there, of course. Spotlights for crypto. Sam Bankman-Fried moved to a notorious LA prison. We've been talking about that for a while. That's not new. That's like a week old. Ledger and Pudgy Penguins tease collaboration with Ledger? Really? Oh, this freaking Pudgies, man. They keep moving, man. They're making moves. Pudgy Penguins has also recently announced a partnership with South Korean retail and entertainment giant Lot? I don't know. So major crypto wallet Ledger has suggested an upcoming collaboration. I might have to get another Ledger, guys. I have so many Ledgers, it's ridiculous. Has suggested an upcoming collaboration with the popular Pudgy Penguins non-fungible token NFT collection. On Thursday, Ledger posted a brief teaser of Twitter, writing, "Something cool and secure is coming your way. Keep an eye out." I went on to tag Pudgy Penguins, followed by a lock and a penguin emoji. Of course, you guys have seen these memes. These memes are like low-key adopting users into our space, and they don't even know it. They're sharing these memes all over the place. They have no clue it has anything related to crypto. I don't even know where the hell my Pudgies went, but I have some toys that they've been putting out here over the last couple years. Just like Ledger, including the eye emojis in its tweet, Pudgy Penguins replied with the eyes emoji. Finally, the company included geographic coordinates. What the hell? Which point to Dubai. This could indicate a launch or a reveal event. Pudgy Penguins partners with Latte. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. Continues expansion on April 18th. Pudgy Penguins announced a partnership with the South Korean retailer and entertainment giant Lot. The partners have launched a 500-strong collection. I'm not a big fan of NFTs, guys, but, I do love these cute penguins. I really do. There are only 500 collectibles made $300 each. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but yeah, the Pudgies, man, they're coming. They're coming. The partnership's like crazy. I was excited. I was like looking for like maybe a Ledger, collaboration with like a Pudgy Penguins skin or paint job or whatever. For a Ledger device, but no, it does not seem like we're getting that. So I'm a little disappointed, but you know what? Pudgy Penguins are making their way into crypto and making the normies at least acknowledge crypto is a thing. Anything else going on? I'm going to jump back over to Bloomberg real quick. Anything else breaking? Let's see. Check Bitcoin.com news. Bitcoin whales go bigger. Strategies treasury balloons to 538,000. Looks like Michael Saylor has just acquired more. I think so. I must have missed the orange dot. If there were any doubt, the motivation behind it, look no further than Section 9. Omits follows the judge. Or was this Coinbase? Yeah, the Coinbase case. Why are they talking about that? I must have clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. MicroStrategy, the visionary behind Strategy Former Strategies, revealed the company's latest Bitcoin coup. A strategic acquisition of another 6,500 Bitcoin for about $555 million. The purchase translates to a crisp $84,700 per coin, further cementing the firm's position as a titan in the corporate holdings on Monday. This is one of the first times I've seen Saylor buy, and it didn't drop the market too, because usually everyone sells as soon as Saylor buys. Again, this is really bullish times right now. The business intelligence powerhouse now boasts a yield of 12.1% year to date for 2025 as 420. This was, of course, Sunday. Strategy holds 538,000 Bitcoin now, acquired for roughly $36.47 billion, average of 67.7 per coin. He declared on X, offering a snapshot of the company's formidable digital asset treasury. Again, he's now with the top 10 treasuries in the entire world. His entire company holds more as much value in Bitcoin right now than the rest of the world. top 10. I mean, it's ridiculous. This guy's insane. I love him. I love him so much. Of course, he is the Bitcoin Jesus for me. I would not have purchased a darn half of the things I do in the space if it weren't for the Michael Saylor. Let's see what's going on with the news.
They're trying to pull off.
David, when you think about also this week what we might see from Tesla in particular, how are you thinking about how the entire auto industry is digesting the...
I don't care about that. All right, guys, let's get back into the chat and see what else is going on. Danny in the house. How's it going, Danny? No Vegeta? Is that the different Danny? How's it going, Danny? I'll be listening to the rest of the stream on my way to the next job. Now, I'm pretty sure that's still my boy, Danny. Super Danny. Gold breaks 3,400. Oh, well, yes, that's right. The gold did reach all-time highs over the weekend again. Let's get back into that and see as well the chart. We did not take a look at gold. Oh, ready. Gold. Bam. There it is, guys. 3,437, breaking new all-time highs over the last 45 minutes. Yeah, gold is still breaking out, and I'm sure Peter Schiff is going to be breaking out on Twitter again too with his I told you so, gold finally went up, haha, yeah. Although gold has gone up from $40 an ounce since 1930s to about almost near, let's just say for easy math, 4,000 to 4,000. Even if gold hits 4,000 this year, which it may actually do if we continue this uptrend, that's still what, a 1,000% move for gold over the last, let's just easy math again, 100 years, right? Yeah, about 100 years. Well, it only took about 15 years for Bitcoin to make a 15 or 150 million% move or whatever. I mean, you can't even compare. You still can't compare with, of course, this brand new alien asset against gold. And I do hold some gold, not a ton, but I do hold some gold, guys. I do hold some gold. It's just not my my method, primary method of saving. Anyway, silver also moving up too. After well, it just sold back down. Never mind. I just saw this little green on the side there. Yeah, silver's coming down. Everyone looks like they're dumping silver for gold. In the last, this is last 15 minutes, half hour. Yeah, it's still moving on up. On the last day, on the daily chart, it's still up, but not anywhere near all-time highs. Which makes me curious to see where the top 10 assets in the world are sitting today. This is where we are. Boop-a-da. Looks like we may have. Oh no, we didn't. Silver just out. Wow, silver just took over Google. with the midst of the sell-off, silver just took over Google. We're back to number 8 again. We'll be hitting number 6 soon. Pretty soon. Saudi Aramco is still underneath us. And by the end of the week, guys, we might be at 2 trillion. We might hit that $100,000 Bitcoin again. Who knows? By the end of this week, we could see it. Also, we're getting ever so closer to. One of my old predictions from JP Morgan back in 2024, where they predicted that Bitcoin was going to go to $120,000. That's its target right here, which I can show you. Maybe I still have them set. Yeah, JP Morgan's $120,000 prediction. Yeah, this year. It's coming. All right. Yeah, the company that is not very bullish on Bitcoin, making bullish Bitcoin predictions. All right. That's JP Morgan. Okay, so Bitcoin's still moving on up. It does not want to stop. It's 87.5 right now. Let's take a look at the heat map and check back in with Bloomberg. I've got about 20 minutes maybe left, guys, before I gotta let the appraiser in to my home and get this damn thing done with. I want it out. I want to sell it and move on. All right. There we go. So yeah, looks like Bitcoin is coming back up to retest 87.5. We're getting a retest right now, and we could see a potential breakout as we keep just liquidating the hell out of all these people trying to short Bitcoin. So yeah, right now we got a bit of a sell wall. Wait for this to load back and buffer. Come on. Again, brought to you by Kim with the White Snowline on YouTube. Don't pay for something, you get it for free. I'm not affiliated. I just like the anime reference, right?
What are you, stupid?
Don't pay for something, you get it for free. All right, thanks, Oscar. Anyway, so yeah. looks like we are hitting a sell wall close. Look at this. We could actually break on through and hit 90K. And there really isn't too much set above that. A tiny bit there, you can see. About 90,250, something like that there. And then, yeah, we're pretty much in the clear until about 95K. So, yeah, we could actually see a 92K Bitcoin today, and that would be a huge bullish retest of our, again, once we break out of there, we could hit into all-time highs by the end of next week. It won't take much to move it, and we won't need this damn knife anymore, especially if you're hodling. That's why we have it on inscribed on the knife. You don't need a hodl. I mean, you don't need to hold the knife or try to catch it when you're hodling Bitcoin. All right, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin right now. It's kind of chilling up here, about ready to break on through. Wow, it already broke out of the pendant. And yeah, this is bullish, guys. This is very bullish. Let's see if we can give it a little bit more of a challenge, shall we? Which would be 87.8. 87.8 would be the next target to break through. Resistance. Okay, let's get back to the talking heads and see if anyone else is talking about there. Check it out with you guys in the chat. Strawberry Dragons is here. How's it going, Strawberry? My favorite kind of dragon. Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys have gotten your coffee, man. Hope you guys are ready for this week. It's going to be explosive, especially if the dollar breaks 96. I can't wait for the next target. Be listening to the University. Yes, gold breaks 3,400. Okay, we are up to date on the chat. Let's get back to talking heads, shall we? What are we talking about?
Today, Netflix seeing a little bit of green. Of course, they had a pretty good earnings report last week that is boosting the stock today. Okay. And I want to end on some deal news, Shonali. You can see the Capital One.
Everyone has to have something to watch when they're poor, right?
For their deal, both stocks higher right now in Monday's trade.
Exactly. Capital One and Discover higher on that expected merger, expected to close in May, very soon. Bloomberg's Paige Smith has been reporting on the deal, joins us here on set. So what next? We finally have a whole lot of clarity from these companies, and it's, one that didn't go without its challenges in the approval process, at least from lawmakers. What do they become, and how do they shake off any concerns about how consumers might be treated under this new regime?
As you said, this is a long time coming. This deal was announced, just to put it in perspective, more than a year ago. It's a massive deal. It was $35 billion, worth $35 billion when it was first announced in February, a year ago from February, and they were just awaiting this final approval from the Fed and the OCC, and there was a little bit of question, frankly, of whether the Justice Department would challenge the deal and sue, and that has been made clear as well. So as of now, it's sort of full steam ahead, and as you said, Shonali, it's a big deal for these two massive payments companies.
Right.
Capital One is a huge consumer lender. Discover is a very well-known brand as well, so it'll be a big deal moving forward.
Well, give us context on what this means for the landscape overall. Like you said, this is a massive deal.
You know what I want to know? I want to know how much of their customers are insolvent, right? How much debt there is, because right now we're sitting at unprecedented debt, as I pointed out last week, or actually I think it was 2 weeks ago now, with Kathy Wood's predictions into the market, and she pointed out that right now we are on par with where we were with national debt, public debt to GDP, compared to where we were last. We haven't been in this high of a debt in America per person since World War II. So this is huge, guys, huge. I don't know if you guys, I'm going to be debt-free again when I get this house sold. Other than my house, though, I mean, I'm pretty much good. Hopefully most of you guys are as well, as the rest of the world right now is not looking pretty good. Not looking pretty good in terms of debt. It's been a while, of course, since we looked at the world debt. There we go. We get numbers there. U.S. national debt, of course, we cover every single day, which is, of course, our budget, where we at right now with the national debt in terms of deficit. It's $36,752 billion, but public debt per citizen, at least over $100,000 per person, easily, especially if you own a house. Now, if you look at the world debt clocks, right? The world debt clock, we have public debt to GDP, which in America is 100%. We've got China at 85, if you believe what China says. Germany at 73. Not too bad in Germany. if you believe that, I think it's I think I trust them a little bit more than China. And then Japan still roughly, wow, this is up 5% this week. Still roughly around 300% as it was last year. Japan, well, Bitcoin looks like it's falling right now. Let's get back into Bitcoin real quick. See what's going on. All right. If I can switch back to it. There we go. So right now it looks like Bitcoin is free falling. Oh no, 87K about to be broken. Get back to the charts right now, and we'll see where this plays into our bull pendant still. We still can come back down and retest 86.9. It looks like it might be wanting to stop there right around here, creating a new higher low for the morning open. That would be bullish for Bitcoin, even more bullish. If we could just continue that further into closer to lunchtime, where would that be? Right around, yeah, it's still right around my scribble. Right, still my scribble is where you want to watch, right? Of course, intraday trading. All right, so yeah, nothing too crazy for Bitcoin, just retesting 87. Of course, we know we're there. People want to buy. Wick is getting bought up. Let's look at the smaller time frames. Yep, it's getting bought up right now. And away we go. Oh boy, guys, oh boy. Let's freaking go. Gold, says David F in the chat. Yeah, gold's probably still spiking, man. Still spike. Look at this. Yeah, look, same thing for Bitcoin, like Bitcoin. Retesting right now in the 1 minute. Doesn't want to even give the bears a new lower low, right? So we just keep making new higher lows and higher highs, and we're gonna keep scribbling this on upward. I'd say again until roughly around. I wouldn't say it's gonna be like that. Oh, it may be. I mean, it's not like too crazy. Still roughly like that until 12 o'clock comes, right? 12 o'clock. So we're still scribbling around with gold and Bitcoin until 12 o'clock. Bitcoin again retesting 87K. Will it will it come out on top? Oh God, guys, I love this. I don't get to do this kind of. We usually get flash crashes at 9 p.m. on our morning live stream, but not in the morning. We get to see breakouts and the fun stuff in the morning. But yeah, like I said, it's usually we usually see a sell-off when microseller buys. I would not be surprised if we come back down here and test the lower area around 86.9, and even come back down to 86.5, something like that. Although it's not great. It's just it's just what Bitcoin does. The lowest you can see today maybe be 86, unless again we get some crazy bullish news for the stock market and all the money starts flowing into there instead. That would have to be Trump waking up and talking to China, and it does not look like that's going to happen today anyway. So let's go back and see if there's anything else breaking. Dow now is up to 500 points down as we just looked at this breaking with 400 down. Let's see, Dow tumbles 500 points as Trump knocks Powell. Investors await trade deals. Live update. Stocks fell again on Monday following yet again another negative trading week for the Wall Street as investors see little signs of progress of global trade talks. Yes. I'm doing video, all the big talking heads. Yes, I've told us and all the stuff. There was no news of progress on the trade deals over the weekend, hurting investor confidence. If anything, tensions seem to increase with China, with the country's warning of other nations not to strike any deal with the U.S. that would hurt China. The moves come after three major averages logged on a third week of decline in the last 4 trading weeks. S&P 500 fell 1.5% last week, while the Dow and Nasdaq lost more than 2%. Highlighted concerns surrounding President Trump's tariffs have weighed in on Wall Street recently. The major average is around 7% since April 2nd. While Trump announced a raft of levies on imports from other countries. Over the weekend, Chicago Federal Reserve President Austin Goolsbee said in the CBS interview that tariffs could lead to U.S. economic activity to fall off by the summer. That follows Fed Jerome Powell's expressing concern Wednesday that the president levies could present difficulty in central bank in controlling inflation on spurring the economic growth. As even like it's weird because we see the poly market predictions, right? And we can go back and then recheck that real quick. Poly market predictions still looking at 90% no change to where is it? U.S. recession, Fed decision in May, right? 91%, no change in May, still on poly market. But I said this last week. when JP Morgan came out and said that they predict that we're going to see a Fed resolution cut at least 25 basis point in May. That's what the big banks are saying. That's what Bank of America and JP Morgan are predicting. So the poly market doesn't really add up here. I feel like they're gonna get wrecked because they may have to force their hand, and this is exactly what Trump wanted to do. He's probably making it unbearable on purpose for the markets, and will not even talk to China. Hence why he's pushed this entire thing up to like 240%, just to get the markets uncertainty and FUD rolling hard. For the Fed to step in and cut rates. So I think this is exactly where we need to be. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. Don't sell the farm. And I'd be looking at this as an opportunity. If there's anything left to purchase, we can take a look at that right now and see on crypto bubbles. Is there anything I'd be throwing my hard-earned cash into right now? Anything down on the month that's still significant? No, not really. I mean, there's something still down 20%, maybe give or take a little bit here. Theta 30%. We just talked about Theta this morning. That's funny. Pi, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot frickin' pole. I think that's that's a whole lot of hopium wrapped in that project. Okay, XRP still down 11% on the month. Not a bad place to be stacking up XRP if you think it's going to go to $5 maybe. I don't know. ENA, down 16% still. I don't know much about that project. Yeah, nothing in my wheelhouse here that I would really recommend. Near still down 16%. Nothing's like, okay, this is down 40, 60, 60% like it was last week. Yeah, there's really nothing down that much over the month now. We're basically at lows. So maybe just DC into some of your favorite projects, even in the top 200 right here. Mantra's out of the top 100 now. Yeah, it's enough said there. I mean, I let that thing die. Just leave it alone. Or it could be the best bet of all time. You could get 100% move out of that. I still feel like I should throw like a fraction of a percent of my net worth at that, like 0.001 or something. Virtual's protocol still down 20%. That's not a bad buy either if you guys believe in AI agents developing on ETH, right? On ETH. And top 300. Let's take a look at the top 300. Anything else there down still on the month that I would throw money at? Myth? I don't know. I don't know much about that project. Down 40%. Let me know, you guys in the chat, if you guys are picking up anything in the top 1 to 500 that's still down considerable that you are bullish for. But yeah, my big ones are still all up. Look at this, Swift coin's still up on the month, 23%. Can't tell you guys to throw money in there. I mean, you can still DCA into whatever, but there's nothing really big, huge, double digits that I would really be investing into right now in a huge way, parking a ton of money in a huge way. Okay, let's get back into the talking heads one more time. Bitcoin's rebounding.
In Florida is closing and switching gears.
For 5 years, Jacksonville beaches...
They're on recess talking about beaches in Florida. Come on. Let's check back in the chat real quick, and then I'm going to have to go soon, guys. I got a appraiser coming here soon. Let's freaking go gold. Yeah, Strawberry Dragon says, I don't have a whole Bitcoin yet, but I will take any move up. All right, well, Strawberry, I recommend you get on one. But a 10% of a Bitcoin is not a bad allocation either. Just get a significant amount before it's too late, as I truly believe that, it's going to be the place for the 1%, top 1% to park all of their wealth. Strawberry Milk Bunny says, Strawberry, we are working our way up to a whole coin. That's right, the whole coin club. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's freaking go. I hope you guys can get there and get there soon. And if not now, maybe you can also do that. Roll some of that on over with your gains into to the next bull run from the bear market. Let's see. Today is a payday. Almost time to be broke again for 2 weeks. That's right. No funny. All right. So hopefully you guys are buying some good things right now, and we're definitely looking at some swing trades here soon because we're about to explode. All right, what else we got here? People are talking about CNBC. Looks like CNBC just covered NVIDIA and Chicago Fed president. We already talked about that in the news.
Also on YouTube, check out the video there. Go to youtube.com, search Bloomberg Podcast Live, and that's where you'll find us. Coming up, we're going to check in with Tom Orlick, Bloomberg Economics chief economist, get his thoughts on President Trump and maybe some of the pressure he is exerting on the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve Chairman. What does it mean for the Fed and its independence? Ross Matheson, Bloomberg News Director for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, on the death of Pope Francis. We'll get the latest reporting there. Phil Orlando, Chief Equity Market Strategist and Head of Client Portfolio Management, Federated Hermes. He's going to join us and give us his thoughts on his markets. Markets are selling off. Alex Steele is back. Thank goodness.
Let's go!
Are you guys again?
Yes, exactly. So Alex is back. We'll have a good, strong 2 hours coming up here, focusing on the markets and the news of the day. Let's kick it off with Lisa Mateo, any Bloomberg Business Flash. Lisa.
You got it. This Bloomberg Business Flash brought to you by Interactive Brokers. Trade over 10,000 U.S. stocks and ETFs, U.S. equity index options, U.S. treasuries, and more on your timetable. Learn more at ibkr.com/around the clock.
The dollar's still at 98, guys.
Lower this as President Trump reiterates his calls for Fed Chair Jay Powell to lower interest rates. Right now, the Nasdaq off about 2.5%, nearly 2.5%, 401 points. The S&P 500 off more than 1.5%, 100 points, and the Dow off more than 1.5%, 664 points. The 2-year yield 3.74%, down 5 basis points. The yield on the 10-year 4.36%, and that's up about 3 basis points. Gold rising to a record. We have COMEX gold at $3,437 an ounce. That's up more than 3%. The dollar sliding to its lowest level since December 2023. Right now, it's down about 0.8%. Shares of Tesla, they're falling. They're off more than 7% right now. It comes ahead of its earnings tomorrow. Also, after Wedbush securities analyst Dan Ives said the company faces a, quote, code red moment. Now, Tesla leading the losses of Mag 7 stocks, which are also lower. NVIDIA off about...
Everything's down. Everything's down. I'm happy today, guys. I'm happy. I love this freaking market. It's the best color ever. All right, guys. Beebs in the chat. How's it going? How's it going, Beebs? Future millionaires. That's right. We are, pre-rich. We're pre-rich, guys. We're pre-rich. All right, guys. Well, I am going to have to go. The appraiser is calling me. The appraiser is calling me. And I've got to sell my house here. This year, man. This is going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year, guys. I'm excited. I'm super excited. Don't do anything stupid, right? Don't do anything stupid. Right before the bull run. Guys, we're going to have so much winning. There's going to be so much winning, guys. We're going to get tired of winning.
You may even get tired of winning.
All right. Of course. It's emergency for the stock market. I will see you guys later. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the live stream tonight at 8 p.m. That's right. I will catch you there. Peace. No! My buttons aren't working! Later, guys! Jesus. Which one of these is the thing right there? I think this one.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for all of which I'll be adored. In other words, I choose you.
Whoa! Have a great night, guys. I just wanted to, one more time, a shout out. Man, none of my cameras are working today. Jesus. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Just be safe. Take your orange pills, right? Take your orange pills. I need to get some more orange pills, man. I'm out. I'm almost out, but yeah. Just take them. Just one more day, man. We're going to get through one more day. Hopefully we'll see 100K again this week. I'll see you later. Jesus.
bet.